Hey, can I ask you to pick up this sign?
What for?
For Earth Pony Oppression!
So, are you adopted?
Hello, we're here to make a case study of Earth Ponies.
I'm a unicorn! Many of you have probably used the oh-so-popular MLP generator, as well as heard about the recent deletion of the version 3. Don't think that this video is going to be like Mad Munchkin, where I say,
the first thing I will say is this: I hate all character generators.
This is no longer a misleading hook in the title of the video. I truly have come to hate them.
because obviously I used it. However, I won't lie and say that I don't agree with Mad Munchkin on this subject, meaning I hate how people use this generator as well as some of the features on the generators. So this video is like a how-to on how to make an OC and a pony OC correctly using a generator, or just in general if you have your own masterful art skills. First off, let's talk about the difference between an OC and a pony sona. Trust me, there is a difference. An OC means that this isn't supposed to represent you, but is a different being altogether, with a different backstory, a different name, different parents and or siblings, as well as possibly a different personality to your own. A pony sona is supposed to represent yourself in the form of a pony. For example, when Anthony C turns into Cosmic Logic, this is just his pony sona. He doesn't have a backstory for Cosmic Logic, or any of the other stuff I mentioned before, but this is where the line between OC and pony sona can blur a bit. Josh Scorcher, aka Firebrand, has a pony sona and an OC of that pony sona. Confused? Well, this isn't the first time the line has been blurred between pony sona and OC. Oh no, it happens a lot. Digibro, aka Digibrony, actually did a video about the difference between his pony sona and his OC. Go ahead and click on that video if you want to know a bit more on this subject from his point of view. We all know that there are 6 different kinds of ponies in the show. Yes, there are technically 6 different kinds of ponies: Earth Pony, Unicorn, Pegasus, Alicorn, Changeling, and Crystal Pony. And I can hear all of you saying that the last 2 don't count, or shouldn't count. But why? These species are ponies just like any of the other 4 before. Crystal Ponies and Changelings are both different kinds of ponies too. More on that later. Let's start with Earth Ponies. Most of these guys are very much down to earth, no pun intended. Usually they have a very strong sense of family, friends, and work. This isn't limited to just the Apple family though. I mean, think about it. How many Earth Ponies do we see in the show that's not either working or talking about something they care quite a bit about? It's very rare. They are naturally athletic for the ground, and don't really have to work for it like bulking biceps does. You see plenty of evidence for this in such episodes like Mystery on the Friendship Express and Winter Wrap-Up. We have been shown that Earth Ponies have magic, as is seen in Hearth-Swarming Eve, when quote-unquote Smart Cookie says the ground is fertile and a plant magically grows from her hoof. Though Earth Ponies don't have the benefits of flight or external magic, they are strong both physically and mentally, though there are exceptions to every rule. Pinky has never shown to have as much strength as Applejack, or some pony like Sapphire Shores hasn't shown the same skill set as, say, Photo Finish. Pegasi are in charge of the weather. They can fly, obviously, as well as walk on clouds, not to mention bring water to Cloudsdale, but they also have really deep military roots. Looking back to Hearth-Swarming Eve, the military presence from the Pegasi are vast throughout the history of Equestria, even going into the present day with the Wonderbolts and the Royal Guard. They are also very athletic as a species. They also are very handy with their wings, using them much like how Earth Ponies use their tails for certain tasks. They are historically attached to creatures of the sky, as we see in Winter Wrap-Up and Tanks for the Memories, that traditionally Pegasi are in charge of guiding birds north for the spring. They also have the potential to fly at speeds of Mach 1. by themselves. No protection, nothing. However, again, there are exceptions to every rule. Fluttershy isn't as great a flyer as Rainbow Dash. In fact, she's possibly the weakest flyer next to Scootaloo, as seen in Hurricane Fluttershy. Soren seems to want to get the job done of whatever is put in front of him, but not to the same extremes as Spitfire and Fleetfoot. What's up next? Oh, unicorns! Unicorns historically aren't quite as ancient Greek as Pegasi. In fact, this difference is very prominent in Hearth-Swarming Eve. Wow, I am mentioning this episode a lot, aren't I?
Yep.
I'm going to have to do a review on this, aren't I?
Yep.
Notice how the Pegasi are wearing togas and chitin, while the unicorns are wearing medieval dress. They have a history of monarchy, as we see with a princess again in Hearth-Swarming Eve, probably where the Alicorn princesses get some of their inspiration for their own government. They tend to rely on wit rather than physical force to do certain jobs. Unicorns are mostly known to be the most elite of the everyday ponies. However, this doesn't mean that they are all big businesses. In fact, if you notice in the show that most of the big business ponies, especially in fashion, are earth ponies. Unicorns are most identified by the fact that they have horns and can perform tasks from picking up objects to making them disappear or reappear. The color of magical aura varies from unicorn to unicorn, having some that have colors related to their cutie marks like Celestia and Twilight, others with their eyes like Sweetie Belle and Sunset Shimmer, while others are just out of nowhere like Trixie. They are not known to be physically strong, but mentally resourceful with what's around them, like in Ghostbusters, with Twilight using everything she can to make the Ursa Minor go to sleep. Magic varies from show magic, precise magic, offensive magic, and advanced magic. Show magic is for performances like fireworks or rope tricks. Precise magic is used for skills that take a steady hoof to do, like getting that darn thread in the needle's eye or cutting fabric. Offensive magic is just what it sounds like, magic that can be used to harm others. Advanced magic can vary to different things, such as transmutation, lifting objects of impossible size, to powerful offensive or defensive magic. However, this magic is not without its faults. If misused or in a state of panic, this magic can happen without the permission of the user. This can be extremely dangerous, because if it messes with your magic, depending on how powerful you are, it could easily turn into Jean Grey Freakout. Now we get to the most looked down upon Pony OC or Pony Sona, which is the Alicorn. Now I won't lie, I did in fact fall into this trap, and although some people didn't let me talk about my original backstory, it did open my eyes to the character I was creating. If you do plan on having an Alicorn OC or Pony Sona, you should have a very good reason for it. As I said in my How to Become an Alicorn video, there are 4 ways to become an Alicorn: mutation, heritage, or lineage, or you are made an Alicorn by realizing a very important part of harmony. Alicorns are supposed to be the elite of the elite, with the benefits of all 3 of the races. Those who have this as their OC or as a Pony Sona, I commend you.
You're mad.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
Most people are going to come up right out the bat and say that your character is a Mary Sue. This is going to come up constantly, but you shouldn't allow that to be the only reason why you're not an Alicorn. Please keep in mind that Alicorns are not perfect in every way. They do have faults, even if some aren't seen in the show. Luna is very self-conscious about herself because of her past. Celestia can get a bit over-emotional when it comes to something that's more personal than usual. Cadence, I want to say that this is the exception to the rule so far, since she hasn't been shown to have many faults in the show. And Twilight, do I even have to say anything?
I do not get all freaked out about tests.
Now we come to Changelings, who look like mini insect alicorns. In the show, they are depicted as villains, but that doesn't mean that you can't use them as an OC or a Pony Sona. Many people do use them as OCs, villains, or even good guys. Changelings change their appearance, which I assume doesn't come from their horns, since the transformation comes from the feet up rather than the horn down. They transform into any already existing pony and feed off of the love of others that they feel towards the pony that they are copying. We don't really know much about their history other than they do this kind of thing quite often and they've overtaken many kingdoms. Finally, we come to crystal ponies, which this has been bothering me a bit. This is just bothering me. Where are all the Pegasi and unicorns? No, really, I mean, look at them! The primary population of crystal ponies are earth ponies with very few Pegasi and even less unicorns. How? Why? Do we get any type of explanation for this?
Nope.
Maybe just a hint?
Nope.
Fine. Anyway, crystal ponies seem to be more sheltered due to the fact of not being around society for that long, but they're quickly adapting to the modern society we have today. We don't know much about their history beyond Sombra's rule. They also seem to have a strong connection with the Crystal Heart, which is possibly why we almost never see them outside of the Crystal Empire. Okay, there are all the pony species that you can choose from, but that's only the beginning of the character. You shouldn't be so concerned with how the character looks first, but rather how you can show your character's personality through their looks. For example, Rarity has a 3-diamond cutie mark, showing her special talent. Her appearance shows that she is much more posh and elegant. Another example is Pinkie Pie with her pink color scheme and bouncy mane and balloon cutie mark. These are ways to show the personality through the character. You should also know where your character comes from, likes, dislikes, what their faults and strengths are, how did they come to be this way, why are they this way, who are they as a character. Keep in mind that these are all OCs. There is a difference though when making a Ponisona, and it's really simple actually. You should always look at yourself and ask these very same questions. What, where, who, why, who are you as a person? For me, how I made my Ponisona is by taking a very long and extremely thorough test of what kind of pony I'm supposed to be based on my personality. And then I asked others to be honest about my personality and list off all the traits that I might not pick up on. After that, I picked my favorite colors, looked for a cutie mark that seemed absolutely perfect for me and my interests, until I found out that it was stolen from somebody else's page on DeviantArt that still did not give any permission for anyone to use it widely. So then, Blazer of the Terabad made this new one, which is just perfect in every way. I played with some designs until I finally found the little pony that you know today. Does this mean that you can only personify yourself as a pony? No. You can be anything you want. A dragon, a wolf, a hippogriff, a griffin, a sea creature, a siren, a human. The possibilities are absolutely endless. I'm Crimson Glow, and
Try to think creatively.